Good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. Let's do it.
Here we go. 180! Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Let's catch! Here we go. 180! Set up! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Hit! Here we go, here we go. 180! Hit! Here we go. 180! Hit! Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Hit! Here we go. Black 80! Hit!
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common: great practice habits. Today was a great practice, and if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's week 4 of the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that.
Garoppolo on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 76 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted.
Play action. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And got his man complete. Touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things...
Here we go. 21, 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. To the right side and complete to Landry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point.
Does the big boy have the juice? Past the 20.
That's all you got.
Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. 88 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take it?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Garoppolo again. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the... From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. This will be caught, it's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th. On 1st down, Garoppolo. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's the tight end Landry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Garoppolo now. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Garoppolo looking to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on ESPN.
What's good, fam? It's time for the Nia Polanco Show.
Well, I think the big question is this team for real? I mean, we're a quarter of the way through the season, and they don't have a single loss yet. But it doesn't seem like everyone's taking them seriously.
Well, as a playoff contender, you kind of have to. At least the math says they are. In the last 10 seasons, 30 teams have started 4-0. 26 of them have gone on to the playoffs. That's 87%.
Doesn't sound like you're ready to call them Super Bowl contenders just yet, though. Am I right?
That might be a little premature, but that's the case for almost any team at this point in the season. But listen, they've got one of the...
An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Oh, some strong running. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Niners, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.
So that wraps up our first NFL Power Rankings of the 2021 season. Obviously, it wasn't too difficult to come up with first place. In fact, we had NFL insider Ethan Rhodes on the show earlier today, and here's what he had to say about our top choice, the 49ers.
I went on to the Nia Polanco show last week and sung this team's praises, and they managed to improve to 5-0. Whether or not you think this team is a bona fide Super Bowl contender, you have to respect what this organization and their star rookie have managed to do in the first month of the season. All right, there is some legitimate young talent on that roster, and they are very well coached. The future is really bright.
All right, so here's the thing. I agree with everything Ethan said about San Francisco. He is spot on, 100% on the money. But, and you knew there was a but coming, what happens when they eventually end up in the loss column? What happens then? And what if it ends up being 2 or maybe even 3 losses in a row? Because how they bounce back from adversity is what's going to take this.
Hey, on the flight over here, I caught your interview with Anthony Davis. Awesome pod. That's a pretty tough act to follow, though.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't strike me as a guy who's all that concerned with having to follow anyone else. Am I right?
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Hey, at least that was the way it seemed back in April when you were here with Jordan. Where is she, by the way? I was expecting her to join us again.
Nah. She's been out at college games every weekend, scouting potential new clients. She already forgot about me.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that. So, you tell me, what are we talking about once we get rolling? Just some general rookie season discussion?
I'll leave that up to you. I'll leave that up to you. I wouldn't expect you to step in the huddle and call the plays, so I won't try to do your job. I think I'm pretty open, and I trust you to steer us in the right direction.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth,
touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need...
Touchdown, 49ers! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers... They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing.
Really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is... Now Garoppolo. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the... On play action, now Garoppolo.
That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And that, boys and girls, is an... Garoppolo on first down. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, gun. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got one.
Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo, and it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a season. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The second half upon it.
Here we go. What do you need? Let's set a tone, fella. Hey, go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Touchdown 49ers. Great effort there with touchdown number 29. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the 49ers continue to roll. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts...
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that
Here we go. 120. 65.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. His throw incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Okay, so now I'd like to welcome Carter Landry to the show. And dedicated listeners of my podcast know I've been a big fan of Carter's since your college days. And, you know, I can't believe how time flies.
Hey there, just wanted to see how you're feeling at the halfway point of the season. That rookie wall is coming for you, so you need to be prepared. When you get a chance, either call or text me back and let me know where you think you need the most work, alright? I'm sure your trainers are doing a great job, but a little extra input doesn't hurt, right?
You know, this has always been my worst week of the season, ever since I was a rookie.
How come? Because of the trade deadline?
Yeah, man. Even in my first year, I was on the block. By now, you think this fella would be something I was used to. Yeah, man. Even in my first year, I was on the block. By now, you think this fella would be something I was used to. Nah, it ain't. But here's the thing. It don't really matter who's at fault. Just like it wasn't my fault when I got rolled up on and injured year 2.
Well, at least you know that ain't the case this year.
When I sign here back in March, I hope this be my last stop. It's starting to feel like I made the right choice.
I think you did, Carter.
And you know, if you good with the face of the franchise, then no. And you know, If you good with the face of the franchise, then no doubt he'll put in a good word for me next year. Not yet, but where you are, you remember who showed you the ropes.
Yeah. I got you.
Today, from
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. 3 touchdowns. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into the secondary, past the 40. Oh, look at the juke.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got his veteran tight end Landry. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So we are at halftime here on, well, why don't we hold off on it? Seems like everyone's... From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 72 yards. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Garoppolo again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, Mostert dances by him. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Shifts by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, it's time for Hidden Gems, this segment where we ask our audience to spotlight the people that simply do not get enough credit for the impact that they're making on the NFL. And for this week's episode, one of my favorite listeners, Trey, my guy, suggested we highlight Manny Kahue and Alexandra Bishop. That's right, the offensive and defensive coordinators for the San Francisco 49ers. And now
I gotta be honest, this traveling across the country thing is taking its toll on me, but I know you're doing the same thing, but at least you get home games. I'm heading to the airport soon, but just wanted to let you know that Zoe and I are lining up a couple of different endorsement opportunities for you. When I get back in town, we'll talk. I'll let you know when I land, though. See ya!
Why be in one thing out?
That's how we get it done, Rook. That's what mental toughness is about. Man, enjoy this moment. We made a statement out there. Yes, sir. 11-0. Yes, sir. 11-0. We in deep now, bruh. Every game